In a moment, you're going to meet Lucy. So Lucy is a fictional character that I've created, and you're going to watch Lucy's before story. So this is Lucy's life before she adopted some of the clear principles. It's a day in her life, a day of her pain points. See if any of it resonates with you. So this is Lucy, and we're going to spend a day with Lucy to find out about her world. As we go throughout the day, see if you can spot any of her pain points, and also if any of them resonate with you. In the top left of the screen, we've got a note of the time, and at the bottom right, this is Lucy's happiness meter. When it's at dark green, she's very relaxed. Red, she's obviously very stressed. Let's see how long she stays in the green. So now it's 8:35, she's in the car and she's on the way to work. The radio's on, the roads look clear, Lucy's concentrating but happy. Okay, so this is James. James is Lucy's husband, and he's calling to remind her of two things. James's mum, dad and sister are coming round for dinner tonight. James is cooking, but Lucy has agreed to grab a dessert from the store on the way home. And she's also promised to leave dead on 5 o'clock, so she's home before James's family arrive at 6. Now you can see her happiness meter there take a little dip because Lucy knows that she's got a busy day ahead of her, and these two promises, to leave dead on 5 and to grab the dessert, they add some pressure to the end of her day. So now we're in the office. It's a smart place. Lucy's got all the latest tech. She works with a really nice team. Well, they're nice except for someone called Mo, who we'll hear from later. But first things first, Lucy opens up her laptop and has a look at her day. So we can see from the calendar, it's Wednesday, and from about 10 onwards, it looks like a full day of meetings. And it looks like the only time Lucy's got to actually get any work done is really now, before the first meeting. But she's also got 20 emails in her inbox, so she decides to clear the emails first. 10 minutes later, she's cleared 16 emails and she's left with 4. One is from Jane. Jane is Lucy's boss, and it's reminding her about a performance report that she needs from her. Then there's a customer complaint. There's one from the HR team about some training that needs doing, and one about a new starter that's joining Lucy's team tomorrow at 10 o'clock. So she decides, well, the new starter arrives tomorrow, so that can wait till tomorrow, so she deletes that one. The training's not overdue yet, so she deletes that one. The customer complaint, she forwards that to one of her team to deal with, so that's done. And she decides that she'll work on the performance report now, because Jane is in that 10 o'clock meeting. And Jane will probably ask Lucy if she started the report. So actually, Lucy's now feeling pretty much on top of her day. She's got one major task, which is the performance report, and she's got 45 minutes to make a start on it. So here we are 20 minutes later, and Lucy's got a message. Now, I mentioned Mo earlier. You know that person in a team, the one who's always happy to show you up if you get something wrong? Well, Mo is that person. And this message turns out to be Mo, with great glee, telling Lucy that she's missed the start of the meeting because the time was changed from 10 to 9:30. And it looks like Lucy has forgot to amend it on her calendar, or maybe didn't even see the email. So she quickly grabs her stuff and heads for the meeting room. Lucy's anxiety creeps a little bit as she gets closer. She hates being late, and she knows that Jane is not going to be happy if she hasn't made progress on that performance report. She's just about to open the door, and there's another interruption. She reads this message from the sales team, and then mumbles to herself, if there's a space, why can't they just book the meeting? Why do they have to interrupt me and make me even later? She's like properly wound up now. So as you can understand, she enters the meeting not really in a good space. She's late. Jane at the back there, in the check shirt, isn't making eye contact with her, which doesn't make her feel good. Mo on the right has got her head down. She's pretending that she hasn't seen Lucy, but Lucy can see her grinning at Lucy's discomfort. It's just awful. She hasn't even been at work an hour, and her stress is already at maximum level. How do we think the rest of the day is going to go? So here we are at 11 a.m. So in that meeting earlier, there was no discussion at all about the performance report, so all the time Lucy spent working on that was a complete waste of time. You can see Lucy's work is piling up in the background, and she is now rushing to get to the 11 o'clock meeting. Now it's 2 in the afternoon, the day is not getting any better. Lucy's just come out of the 12:30 meeting, she's not got anything done, and now she's going into another meeting. Does this feel familiar? It's almost 4:30, she's had a day of meetings, the work has piled up. She wants to leave at 5 for James's parents, but she knows that this next meeting is likely to overrun because it always does. She also knows there was something that she had to do for James, but she's just too stressed to remember what it is. Can you remember what it is? Finally, she's out. It's coming up to 10 to 6. She's in the car. It's a half-hour drive, so she is definitely going to be late. And as it's the end of the day, she should really feel relaxed, shouldn't she? But clearly she doesn't. Well, at least not much else can go wrong now. Ah! How would you feel right now? So here we are outside the front door. Lucy is still sorting stuff out on her phone. And eventually she just decides, sod it, it can all wait till tomorrow now. She puts her phone in her pocket, fixes a smile on her face, and opens the door. And it's never really fun, is it? You know when you should be relaxing with family or friends, but your mind is on work. And Lucy's in the doghouse because she forgot. Can you remember what she was supposed to do? She forgot to bring in the dessert. So she decides the best solution is to have a few glasses of wine to try to relax. And we've all been there, haven't we? The problem is, if you have a few too many, tomorrow morning comes round a little bit too quickly. Yep, she's overslept, and she's just remembered that her new starter is due at 10 o'clock. So she has now only got 9 minutes to get showered and get in the car for the half-hour drive to work, when flippin' Mo. And Mo is not the bearer of good news, and it's worse, of course, because it's Mo. And all Lucy can think is it the weekend yet? So what do you think? Did you relate to any of that? You might actually have felt stressed while you were watching the video. Well, don't worry, because later on we'll revisit Lucy's world after she's applied everything you're going to learn and see how things are different.